a fish prank on my husband. Wait till he smells this. Trying to pin him down.
What are you doing? Ah! You smell down there. Oh! It smells like tuna fish down there.
You're so
Did you not wash?
I washed.
No, you did not wash intentionally.
I washed.
Blah.
I'm a flight risk. I don't think they're ready for the shit.
I think it's crazy that we have anger management, but we don't have stupidity management. I can't be mad, but you get to be dumb. That's very unfair. Especially because 99% of the time I get mad, it's because somebody's doing something stupid. So you just walking around as obtuse as you want to be, but it's a bunch of nagging and finger wagging the moment I say something about it. We need change in 2025. Either stop being stupid or deal with the consequences.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
90% of females lie about their body count. We're lying about it because y'all care about it so much. That's the only reason why we have to lie, is because we're competing with these other bitches who haven't had as much sex as us, and guys find that more attractive, so then we gotta be like, oh shit, I haven't slept with that many people.
Lies! Deceptions!
Earlier days of my husband and I dating, there was this one time that we were in the shower together and he thought it would be funny to piss on me, as you do. So he pisses on me and I'm like, that is disgusting. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna go get him back. So I start pissing it on him, but I keep eye contact with him so that he doesn't realize for a little bit. And I'm just thinking in my, I got you now, I'm pissing on you right now. Anyway, I'm like, haha, I'm pissing on you. And he's like, haha, what you don't realize is that I've been cupping your pee this whole time, and then splash the pee in my face.
Right back at you, bitch.
My own pee in my face. I married someone who can one-up me that little bit more. And as much as that was disgusting, I love him for it.
Bonus.
All right, y'all. So I just broke up with my ex of 5 years, and I literally have no complaints about her. Like, she was perfect, right? I used to, didn't have a car. Now I have a car. But when I didn't have a car, she used to let me ride around in her car all day while she was at work. And I still didn't have a job. And and it doesn't get any better than that. She used to pay for all the meals. She paid for the bills, all that, until I got my stuff together. But it was just something about her. It was just something about her I just couldn't comprehend. I can't really explain it to y'all, but she was so perfect.
For the women that are writing angry comments right now, and for the good men that are not happy with this man, don't attack him because it's a parody of a woman talking about her breakup on TikTok. We have seen a few of these now where a woman will come on and she will say that she just broke up with her boyfriend and she doesn't really give a solid reason why. She'll actually list all of the amazing things about him. Look, ladies, the reason why men get so frustrated hearing these stories is because they want you to be able to communicate why. And you're not really communicating why when you're just talking about all the amazing things about him. The real reason why I think you're having a hard time communicating it is because the real reason is that when you started dating him, you didn't really like him that much, but you liked his efforts and he didn't really require much from you. So instead of recognizing that and being honest with your real feelings, you kind of used him. That is why you don't really have a reason that you can tell that will still allow you to look like a decent human being. The end.
Oh, there's a big surprise. That's an incredible. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from that surprise.
Man can literally do anything, but we just let a man do it for us.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You can do anything?
Yes, we can. We can protect, provide. We're independent. We just let a man do it for us.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
So who built all the buildings you're looking at right now?
I don't know. Can you name some men architect for me?
No, but what gender built it, do you think?
I don't fucking know.
How about all the plumbing lines in the entire city?
Can you name the men who built the plumbing for me? Can you name the men?
No, but it was men.
Can you name the men, though?
I can't name their names, it was a group of men. The top G's? I don't know.
Okay, I'm over this conversation.
No.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Oh, your phone. Who invented your phone? Steve Jobs.
Behind every man is a woman. Behind every man is a woman. That's all I'm
But
saying.
what's that woman providing to that man?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Without us, men have no fucking food, no cleanliness, no anything.
Men hunt for
Men
food.
provide nothing.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
You big dummy.
What would happen if all men on Earth disappeared? While some women might think it's a great idea, the reality would be absolute chaos. The first major issue would be electricity. About 90% of the people who maintain and repair power grids are men, meaning that within days, much of the world would be left in darkness. Next, say goodbye to eating fish for a long time. Since the vast majority of fishermen are men, the fishing industry would collapse. That wouldn't be too bad if women could rely on meat instead, but most livestock farmers are also men. Or maybe they'd try hunting, but that would mean traveling long distances, which wouldn't be easy considering that 9 out of 10 people who know how to repair vehicles are men. Of course, all of this suffering wouldn't last long, because within 100 years, humanity would cease to exist.
Well, doggy. Can that be something? And the truth shall set you free!
Do we need men?
Fuck no, fuck men.
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No?
We don't need short men.
Do you need a man?
No.
Do you need a man?
Oh god.
Do you need a man?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men? Do we need men?
We need men to make us stupid.
Do we need men? Do we need men? Do women need men in this world? Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No. Why?
Nobody needs men.
Really?
We do not need men.
Are we done here? What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably when they don't work out.
Oh, really?
Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
So, an old man was staring at me at the gym.
Well, duh. The Ficus Victimus, better known as the Toxic Gym Girl. A hugeous Jackmanius, minding his own business, completely unaware of the danger he's in. A single glance is all it can take for the Ficus Victimus to spring into action. And there it is. The toxic gym girl accuses the male of staring at her buttocks. She calls him a creep during this most unusual of spectacles. For attention is the main source of nourishment for these nasty creatures.
This is a cry to all the gym girlies out there. Y'all gotta stop overreacting. Most of the gym guys out there either don't care about you or care about you from a health and safety standpoint. They are not toxic men. And y'all need to stop pushing that agenda onto them.
Oh, well, allow me to retort.
You think HR would exist if women weren't in the workplace? I've literally only seen women ever really utilizing HR for like emotional reasons. I've never seen a man go to HR. I've seen men that I work with get into fights and they go, I'm going to settle this outside of work. Maybe not in Denver. They're kind of pussies there. I live in Texas now. We settle it like that. But I think that HR came about as a direct result of after World War II, women being recruited to replace men in men jobs. Because every time you hire people for HR, everyone that runs HR is a woman. People going to HR for like emotional reasons, not like 401k or something, is women. Tell me what you think.
He ain't lying.
I still don't understand why 11 can't be 1E1.
Huh?
We got 22, 33, 44, 55, but 11 can't be 1E1? That really pisses me off.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
There's not a big pool of good men.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That is a lie.
That's not a lie. You tell me.
Listen, there's not a lot of good men who want y'all.
Let him cook.
I'm clapping for myself. Where the good men at? Like they hiding under a rocker in a cave. They everywhere. They at the gas station. They at Costco. They at Equinox. They at the bank. They walking right past you, and you don't show up on their radar because of the way you are. They're gonna walk right by you. Your pretty face ain't gonna go too far because everybody's pretty. That's a prerequisite.
Let him
so if
cook
that's
now.
all you got to offer, we not looking at you. But there's plenty of good men. They just don't want your ass. I ain't never heard no woman say, I know I ain't shit. When have you ever heard a woman admit to not being shit? She'll say, this man ain't shit, he ain't shit, he was bad, he was bad, he was bad, he was bad. But for the most part, every woman think they're a good woman. What makes you a good woman? Who's auditing that you're a good woman? You are auditing yourself? Why don't you ask your exes what they think? Because all your relationships diminished and ended in turmoil.
Raise your hand if you just got DP'd.
She belongs to the street.
What do you guys think cheats more, men or women?
Women.
Why do you say women?
I know way more girls that have cheated on their boyfriends than guys.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck! Fuck!
Those are sneaky. You guys are better at it.
We're better at it.
Have you done it?
No, never.
Stop the cap.
Men are so superficial.
A few moments later.
Would you date a guy that's shorter than you?
Absolutely not. I'd at least 6'2".
At least 6'2".
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'5".
5'5".
Yeah.
So 6'2".
Well, 5'6", 5'5".
6'2" bare minimum.
Yeah, I just like.
You're a damaged goods lady.
Okay, when I'm coming, you cannot look at me. You cannot look at me because I look crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
She is very gorgeous to me!
Yeah, fat with a P. What it look like from the back, I won't see. She got a slim body, when she poke it out, that's still fat to me, I'm tripping. If that ass jump in the ocean, I'm swimming. If that ass go up in the air, then I'm flying. And
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Female urge to be like, what's up, when they don't answer. Like, I don't want to be crazy, but it's also like, you don't leave me on red.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You don't leave me undelivered. I leave you undelivered. I leave you blocked. I leave you on red. It doesn't work. It doesn't work the other way around.
Are you sure about that?
I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step guide on how to use this to get your bubblegum pink booty home.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Lather it on the area of
What
the skin
the fuck
that
is
you
that?
want lighten.
My butthole? What color my butthole is? And there's a soap? Do men have to have a certain color butthole? Is everybody dyeing their buttholes? Or is it just women? I am so happy that I'm married and I'm not dating because I can't handle this pressure. Like, how often are people looking at their buttholes or other people looking at their buttholes? If it is a thing though, it's a great stocking stuffer.
Fellas, listen to your gut, not your nut. You don't want to impregnate a slut.
Scooty, Scooty, Scooty. That's what you holler when you see me.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Gotta move different, cause niggas at it fake. It's shady. Big booty bitch gon' shake it, huh? Sit on my dick tryna break it. I throw some cash in that bitch gonna rape.
Hey, excuse me, man. You from South Jersey? No. Cause you're looking like a delicious hoagie.
Jordan, face back. Swoosh.
Let's do it.
Check, please.
Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety.
Oh my god, can I be in this?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you double sure?
Double sure what?
Okay, does height matter in a guy?
Absolutely. Yeah, I disagree with you.
Step on this. I asked her, she was double sure.
Tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Mustard on a beat, bro. Deep boat, any rap, here.
Okay, y'all gotta guess in the comments whether you think I'm a man or not. And if you get it right,
You gotta suck it. You thought it went one way and it went the other way. You had a little feeling inside. You did. It's okay, you got tricked. Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
What the hell was that?
So a lot of you guys begged me to go on more bumpy roads, gravel roads. So here I am, ready to go down one.
She got eyes that cut you like a knife and her lips that taste like sweet red wine.
Would you go on a date with me?
Any of those things. I don't know.
Would you go on a date with me?
I guess maybe.
Would you go on a date with me?
Sure.
Yeah?
This is why you never stop shooting. You never stop shooting your shot, because eventually one's gonna go down. You can't give up. You can't quit. What do we say, man? You just gotta keep moving forward. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Remember that.
You remember when I came to rub these stones? Which one was it though? I think it was this one. Kind of looks like a dinosaur head. Feels smoother? Dude, that's crazy. Different?
Ya tú sabes. No, pero ese tipo está bueno. Mira. Ay, mi madre, míralo ahí. Míralo ahí. Dale duro, loca. Míralo ahí. Uy, fresco, porque nada más a él se le ocurre de que cogiendo fresco aquí, mi amor, una mujer tan trabajadora y que lo ha ayudado. Míralo. Velo ahí. Dale, loca, déjate la tipa, día. La dejó ir. Ay, mi madre, se va a joder aquel. Ay. Se va a joder. Loca, ven. Ven, vamos a caer atrás, ven.
Like a woman who's a former hoe is like, it's very wizard coded to me. It's very Gandalf. It's very like she's accumulated wisdom and collected them in her crystals. Whereas the man is very like former football player who's now commentating and you could tell would give anything to be back on that field for just one day.
The delusion. This is the female delusion. This is crazy. The brainwashing that has hit young women is so astounding to me. I don't know a single guy, by the way, who had a past like that has an air of melancholy about them. Some of them might say, well, that wasn't really worth it. I shouldn't have done that. That was just a waste of my time. I wasted a lot of time. Most of them seem completely undamaged by it, to be completely honest with you. I also have never met a woman who had a past like that wasn't damaged by it. Ever.
ITBOYBBNO$. That's me. That's right. That's me.
Can we get serious now?
I find it very interesting that a woman sits here to me and says, no, men are allowed to sit around and do all and feel sad. And those are the men they ignore when they DM.
No.
Those are the men they ignore them all. No. The man who works in Starbucks, who's sad all the time, you won't reply to him. Neither will any other female. So for women to come along and pretend they give a about the fact that most men are basically invisible. There is not a female on the planet who's invisible today. You can be a 4, overweight, fat, you'll still go to the club and get attention. 99% of the men go to the club and nobody even fucking talks to them. If they try and talk to a girl, they get blanked and ignored and told to Most men are absolutely and utterly invisible. This is the truth about masculinity, right? It's very easy for women to sit here and complain about the top 2% of men because I dealt with this guy, he's arrogant, blah, 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 blah. Most men don't even fucking exist. They send 10,000 DMs and never even get read, let alone replied to. So for you to sit here and say, I'll get a G, a big G, a boss, a millionaire, and let him have a day off, very nice of you. I'm sure you would.
This bitch, please.
This is what you said. You said, what's so special about me? Most women aren't special.
Well, that's
like,
down to your personal opinion.
No, I'm like, seriously, what do women bring in 2022 that is special?
Nothing.
Do most women have a cookbook? Do most women really know how to cater to a man? No. Are most women virgins on their wedding day? No. So what do most women bring in 2022 that is special?
But why is it all about what we can offer? Why is it always about what we can bring?
Okay,
about our values?
Because when you're trying to sell a car, if you're trying to get married, right? And please, I'm not saying that women are cars. It's just an analogy. But if you're trying to sell a car, you have to study the buyer and figure out what the buyers want.
Have you ever rejected a man specifically to test his determination to winning you over?
Yes, 100%.
So then how does no always mean no?
It doesn't. No can mean yeah.
Well, that's confusing.
No can mean yeah and yeah can mean no. Just depends on how you say it.
Gotcha, bitch. You've been cutting hair for 18 years. You see a lot of cheating?
Yes, I've had people tell me they're more loyal to me as a hairdresser than they are their husbands. So I had a client come in and she was getting her hair blown out and I asked her where she was going and she said out to dinner at such and such restaurant. So I happened to be going there also with a couple of my friends and I see her out and I introduce myself to the person she was with. They were kissing, hand on the thigh, and didn't think anything of it. Thought it was just her husband because I knew she was married. I thought they were just having a little date night. She comes in a couple weeks later, another blowout. This time, a different gentleman comes in and hands her car keys. And I looked at her, I was like, oh, who was that? She said, that's my husband. So she was I walked in on a date and it was not her husband she was on the date with.
Wait till they get a load of me.
You should go to prison for abuse if you're telling your clients that have a 3% mortgage rate to sell their house.
Write that down, write that down!
An agent that would tell their client to sell their home that has a 3% mortgage might be the dumbest human being on planet Earth when it comes to building wealth. They clearly don't understand how the velocity of money works. How much would I pay in interest if I had a 30-year mortgage with a loan amount of $500,000 at 3% interest?
You pay about $252,406 in interest over the life of the loan.
And what if I had a 7% interest?
At a 7% interest rate on a $500,000 loan over 30 years, you'd pay about $697,040 in interest. Quite a difference compared to the 3% rate.
And that, folks, is why you should not be telling your clients to sell their 3% mortgage and go upgrade a home and buy a new mortgage at 7% interest. You would be better off renting your property out that you own at 3% and keeping it, and then renting the new house.
I saw your boyfriend get into a fight with somebody and your boyfriend got fucked up, would you be a little like, I mean, maybe you'd take care of him, but you'd be like a little turned off if you got scorched in a fight? Hold on.
No, I think that would be probably embarrassing for him, so I'd want to make him like feel better.
He just got
But like that's embarrassing.
That's not fair! That's not fair!
Like, I mean, I guess I get it. Like, it's just embarrassing to see someone lose a fight because they're just like, ooh, like, then they're like getting up and they look all f***ed up and you're just like, ooh.
Sophie, what about you?
Yeah, it's embarrassing. That actually happened to me. We used to have like these fight nights in our hometown, and my boyfriend participated in one of them. He literally got thrown to the floor, and like it was definitely slightly embarrassing because like my whole high school was there and everyone knew I was dating him. But at the end of the day, I still did comfort him despite his loss.
But were you kind of like?
Yes, I was.
Like, what did you articulate it though? Articulate it.
I mean, I was literally like hugging him, like you're okay, like. But inside, I was like, oof, like what are you doing?
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Sorry, I love your dress.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Carolina.
Nice to meet you, I'm Daniel.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
Argentina. Argentina.
Eres muy bonita.
Gracias.
Hold on, let me get your number before he pulls you.
I have a boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend?
That's my boyfriend.
You can't have two? I'm better looking than you, bro.
These are loyal. Oh, these are loyal. Yeah.
Yo, my ex dead watches you. Can I please make him jealous right now? Please.
I got you.
Yo, let us fuck. Okay, period. My name's Adorn. Nice meeting you.
Great.
Nice meeting you. Period.
Nice meeting you. Nice girls, man. I'd hate myself, bro. I'd hate myself, dog.
I just read somewhere that you sold your publishing to masters. Is that true?
I sold some masters. So I did like a third of my masters did publishing, but what I did with them is I did an ongoing deal. In the deal, they're always open to buying anything that I got going on. Nappy Boy Gaming jump off or GGL. I'm like, hey, do y'all want to, not only are they offering also to invest in things that I'm doing to make it bigger in order to purchase it later? You know, they're always open for everything. So yeah.
That's another thing where you guys are similar. Like, you don't just take a check, you go, wait, why?
Yeah.
And how do we keep doing this?
I learned that from him. That's how.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I see how he does business. It's never like a one-time thing with Shaq. Nobody can ever say, look what we got Shaq to do. It's always like, Shaq is doing that thing with those people.
And he owns 50.
All right.
Don't tell people like that.
No, this is good advice.
You can tell that Shaq never does like a transactional thing. It's never like a celebrity paid advertisement. It's never anything like that. It's like Shaq just came in and bought a pizza place.
Yeah.
Like
that's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W.
Have all the good women gone? So one thing I always hear is where have all the good men gone, right, in society? However, I just started looking up some stats, okay? 1 in 3 women have an STD. 1 in 3 women have had an abortion. 38% of kids are born into single-parent homes. The average age of first child is 26, which is before the average age of first marriage, which is 30. 45% of marriages end in divorce. The average number of partners for a woman is between 4 and 8, and when women get above 5 partners, their chance of a happy marriage goes from 80% to 20%, depends on the study, plus or minus 10%. And if men pick the wrong woman, they can be financially ruined and their kids can be taken from them. And on top of that, 60-70% of women are overweight in the US.
It's science.
I was just wondering if you can call for my brother to meet me up here real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your brother's name?
His last name is Owners. First name is Gabe.
Attention customers, meet your party.
Gabe Owners.
Gabe Owners. You know where that's at?
I just choked on something.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but maturing is realizing that 5'4" short king is perfect for you. He does not need to be 6'7" to be your soulmate.
It's funny because it's true. My girlfriend cheated on me last night on St. Patrick's Day. And I just want to explain to all the girls why guys act the way they do, because I actually didn't understand it that much before. Because I was never really the type of guy to ask, like, who are you with? What are you doing? What guys are you with? But, yeah. The reason they ask that is because shit like this happens when you don't even expect it. Like, we were together for 6 months, and I would never expect her to do something like that. But she did. And it's like, because I trusted her, because I was like, she wouldn't do that, right? And it's like, that's just why guys do that. And girls always call guys insecure and shit for that, but that's not why. It's because shit like this happens and you don't, but it happens when you're not asking all the time, when you're like how I was. But now every time I date someone, I'm going to be the other way.
Me know that's your money, have your money.
So if I'm 38, I feel like I've got through my early 30s without almost luckily, when I look at what my friends have to deal with their children, I almost feel a little bit blessed. What do you say to that?
Well, I would say that it starts to get pretty lonesome in life after 45 if you don't have a family. It's easy to consider the utility of an intense career, and like you have a very high quality career too, you know, that's something that marks you out from let's say more typical people, and perhaps that's worth more of a sacrifice. But you know, you're going to live till you're 90 in all likelihood, and it's not easy to consider your life across its entire span, and there's something to be said for developing a very close-knit, intimate community around you if you can manage it. You have children, and then you have grandchildren, and what I've experienced in my life, although I've had a very productive career and a very interesting career, it's definitely been the case for me that my family has been more and more important to me as I've got older, and I don't think that that's a uncommon experience.
Started pouring Remy 'cause I'm getting
getting sick of hints. If I write a book about my life, don't know where I begin. Couple L's thrown at me, I took them on the chin. Used to see me taking losses, they surprised a nigga win. The longer I live, I'ma lose myself. And if I had choose me or you, then I'ma choose myself. A higher power in mind is worth me more than wealth. Hit a couple licks on your brody, I gotta use my scalp. Foreign belt wrapped around my jeans, it's hard to hold my pants.